Like a steam train. Cubano, gonna start with you though. It's a new team. How you guys feeling?
It's a new team. We have about a month of practice. These guys are really excited. Two guys on my team, this is their first event. Huge event to be coming to. Obviously, as you can tell, a huge arena. We have the hype behind us. We don't have the practice, obviously, as TK does. But, we came to, try to show up TK as much as we can, obviously. Try to smack them around a couple of rounds and show them that we're here to be serious.
Obviously, you played against Fatal Strike and Ribs quite frequently on LAN, so I guess it's fair to say you know what to expect, right?
Of course. There's really not much to expect. I played these guys numerous times over the years, LAN events, online. I mean, they're good players. I'm not going to take that away from them. Are they better than me? No. Better communicator than them, better leader than them. I feel like I bring a lot to my team, whether it could be skill, communication. Like I said, we have the hype behind our team. Obviously, they're much practiced compared to us, but I'm not really worried about them, honestly.
So I guess the question is, does TK have a chance against you guys?
I would say yes, they have a chance against us, but do I think it's a big chance? Not at all. Not at all.
Fair enough. Fatal Strike, over to you. I walk into my hotel. First thing I see is the TK guys sat down, talking over strats. I got to ask you, how much does this event mean to you?
Means the world. TK is a big opportunity. We're honored to bring them into the Gears of War scene. We have other good sponsors here and teams too, but to represent them and to be playing with my brothers, there's nothing better than that.
Obviously, I mentioned you and Cubano have a little bit of history. You actually won PAX event together. Yep. So you must be feeling pretty confident, but he was a pro before you, right?
Yeah, he was, but the past is the past. I'm about to change the future.
Damn, them there are fighting words. Couple of times, apparently. But in terms of the naysayers, is there anything you want to say to those guys? Anything you want to kind of let them know?
False hope.
The bid has spoken, ladies and gentlemen. The bid has spoken. That's enough from us on the floor. Guys, pound it, shake hands. Over to the casters.
The beard has spoken indeed. Fatal Strike. Short, concise, but accurate, if I say so myself.
Look, you heard him. He refers to his teammates as brothers. That's what they're going into this game, and what more can we really say about both these guys beaming with confidence right now, and they're looking to draw first blood.
Exactly. So once again, guys, my name is Fallout, joined here with the one, the only Rogie. Flew all the way from Australia, 17-hour flight, maybe longer than that of a total trip.
Yeah.
It's a pleasure to be bringing you guys Gears of War Esports on its biggest stage in an open event that we have seen since the MLG days back in 2009. I cannot be more excited for this first matchup. TK versus Vanquish. Cubano, his return to Gears of War Esports as well.
Look, it's going to be an absolute banger of a first game. Can't wait to get it underway. But like we said, we're so honored to be here representing the game that we basically made our names on, really shaped our competitive career and all this stuff. We can't be more happy to be here bringing you Gears of War at Columbus.
Without a doubt. Hands down, most high energy, the most intense, the most hype game on the market, without a doubt. We have some of the most animated personalities, if you will, if you have not seen already. It's going to get heated up as this tournament goes on and continues, but this first matchup is definitely not short of personalities. You see Fatal Strike on screen right now, repping the American bandana.
I love it.
The Savage himself. I would say TK, in my opinion, Rogie, is the most prepared team at this entire event. They boot camped for a week before the event started. They're all local near New York, and they had an opportunity to really grind this last week and a half for the event.
Look, you heard Benson down there. He walks into the hotel. What are Team Kaliber doing? They're sitting down. They're straddling. They're going over every single possibility, preparing for every single matchup. And I can attest to that. I was at that hotel as well, and it was so damn impressive. A real breath of fresh air to see just how much this event actually means to these players. There are no slouching here. They're going to go into it hard and heavy.
Yep. Meanwhile, you see Vanquish on screen right now. Team Huddle. I'm not sure if that's an iPad up there. Shout out to Immortal Spawn, Cubano's former teammate with the legendary iPad pregame speeches that he used to give. I think we see Vanquish doing the same thing right now. They're getting focused. They're ready to go. Led by Cubano, the veteran from Gears of War 2, pro player formerly of Raw Talent. Do you think Cubano has what it takes to lead this team against Carson, of course, the coach of Team Kaliber, a very well-prepared TK squad?
Well, Gears of War is one of those games where mentality matters 110%. If you believe you can achieve something, there is no doubt that you can actually do it. And you heard the Vanquish squad. They're fired up and they're ready to go. He thinks that there's no chance, or maybe a small little chance, that TK can take it to him, but that's about it. In terms of confidence, these guys are brimming with it right now.
Without a doubt. I mean, both teams, both rosters. Let's break down the TK roster a little bit. It's a very good dynamic. We said it earlier, how well prepared they are, how well oiled of a machine they are. You have Fatal Strike and Ribs, arguably two of the most serious, two of the most professional. They approach this like it is their full-time job. They approach this like professionals, and they have prepared to suit.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And these guys have been practicing for, you said they boot camped for a week before they come here. They're staying up late in their hotel, going over strategies. This event could not mean more to them than anything else in the world. You heard from Fatal how confident he is going into this game. He's got his beard out. He's got the bandana on. He's repping pretty much everything that he stands for here.
And shout outs to the crowd. I see Franco out there as well. Big shout out to you guys and everyone that showed up here to spectate, to support Gears of War Esports, and to support the teams that they are cheering for. I saw some TK fans out there as well. And here we go.
How can you not be? Look at that squad, man. Every single one of them has a personality to back it up. And that's what we love about the Gears of War community. Big personalities, big gnashes, and just big fights.
Without a doubt. So TK going up against Vanquish. Rogi, let's break down the rest of the tournament here. We have a lot to talk about for this matchup, of course, as the TK squad is huddling up.
Oh, look at that huddle.
Beautiful. That's exactly
we were doing one of them over in the green room before getting pumped for this event. We're all super psyched to be here.
Casters are approaching this just like the players are approaching.
That's it, man.
Nothing but excitement and hype. But at this event in total, you have TK, who's definitely a favorite to place top 4 at this event. I don't think anyone's considering them to be a top 2 contender with teams like Enemy and at Team Envious. Do you think that is a consideration? Do you think TK can really break the mold here and place top 2?
Look, it's LAN, and everyone knows on LAN it's a whole different beast. Anything can happen. It's the squad that shows up on the day. That's the most important thing. You can have a myriad of different results backing you coming into this, but if you can't perform under the pressure, under the lights, under the screams from the crowd, you're just going to crumble and fall apart. And Team Kaliber, they don't look like the type of squad to do that. They got Fatal Strike as their rock. We could hear him. I was on the 6th floor. I think he was on the 2nd. I could hear him yelling at the team from there. So we know these guys are pumped and ready to play.
Yeah, that is for sure. And you brought up a great point. Playing on LAN, it's something we talk about so often in the Gears community. Every game, of course, has a slight difference between online and LAN. But Gears, more than any game, I think rides off of momentum, rides off of energy, and it's really a matter of who can show up. When we say, can you perform on LAN at a live event with the pressure of the audience, with the pressure of a big prize pool and an entire live stream watching you, you don't know. This Vanquish squad, 1670 pro points you see on your screen right now, 2 players that have never been on this stage before.
That's it.
You definitely have to say that's a consideration going into this one, is that will they crumble?
That's the thing, right? It's such a different environment to playing at home in your own chair. You got your own familiar surroundings. If you're having too much, you take a 30-minute break. But this is it. This is where they've been playing to get to. So there's no room for error. There's no room for kind of shutting off. It's a fight or flight moment, and every single one of these guys has to fight or they're going to be going home early.
All right, Rogi, so let's break down the map order for this one. The teams have chosen based on seeding points. We're going to have a Gridlock to kick off the tournament. Rogi, run me through a map like Gridlock. TK will be playing on Locust in this one.
Look, Gridlock is such an interesting map because you basically have the 2 major power weapons in the game. You've got the long shot and the boom. So these guys are going to be doing their research. They know which teams are running those key snipers, and they're going to try and either deny that sniper rifle or just focus heavily on the boom if they don't think picking up the sniper is worth their time.
Yep, you see a variety of strategies on Gridlock. Expect these teams to be pulling the tricks out of the bag here. However, it is round 1, and all the other pro teams are watching, scouting, they're doing their thing, so expect some trick strats to be hidden possibly, but you will definitely see a variety. We have Fuel Depot following, and then War Machine to wrap it all up if we go to a game number 3. War Machine, in my opinion, the best map in the game, especially for a game 3 to determine the best team.
We'll keep that in mind as well with Team Kaliber. They're playing Locust on Gridlock, so I'm assuming they're going in to Fuel Depot on COG, so that means that Vanquish will have that kind of fast spawn advantage that first round, getting to the boom shot a little bit early in that second map, so maybe that's part of their strategy going into this.
Yeah, very well said. And even on Gridlock, the team that's playing as Locust has a slight disadvantage, and Sniper Tower, they don't have right-hand advantage, right? So COG team, expect the COG team to maybe run a more snipe-heavy strat, the Locust team maybe run a more boom-heavy strat. In my opinion, Max, I think the boom shot strategy is the superior strategy on this map. I mean, you compare rockets to a sniper rifle every single day, I think boom shot will have the advantage.
I'm definitely of similar opinion, unless, of course, you have one of those gods on your team that can just pop domes and make it look easy. So
mental cough.
That's it, right? But we're definitely going to be seeing what these teams do prefer, and Gridlock is such a versatile map, and just cannot wait to get into it.
Yeah, without a doubt. I'm not sure what to expect out of this TK squad on a map like Gridlock. They don't necessarily have the sniper. I mean, they have some very, very high skill players. They can all pick it up and do work with it, but it's not like the Enemy Esports who has mental that can pick it up and go off. It's not like Team Envious who has Franchise, who is such a remarkable sniper and really stands out. So what really makes TK thrive is their rotations. Their communication is bar none the best, in my opinion, in the game, and their teamwork and strategy and preparation. I think we're going to see that play out on Gridlock here.
Gridlock is definitely one of the maps that can can really shine through. We're going to see either that early boom, and then if the other team goes snipe, how are they going to rotate that boom back? Because that's one of the things. You can just get trapped down to that L-car. Nades coming in left, right, and center. You got Lancers popping over, snipes coming through, and it can be so difficult to really make those 2 shots that you get in the boom work. So
that's a good point.
If they're good at rotations, they're going to have to prove it here for us.
That's a great point. Expect a lot of key transitions here. That is the way to play Gridlock, and that's something that TK does so very well. Rogi, I'm going to leave the question to you. I think we have to hop on board with TK to start. The fan favorite. Who do you want to hop on board with and watch to start the tournament?
We got to go with Fador, right? He's up there. He's confident. He's got that bandana. We're lucky enough to have the face cams on here, so I want to see his reactions. I want to see him yelling out to the team, getting him hyped. This is the first game, the very first game of MLG Columbus, and I'm sure these guys are going to be through the roof right now. So I want to capture some of that energy, show you guys at home, show you guys down on the floor just what it means to be on this main stage.
I love it. Ladies and gentlemen, the MLG Columbus Gears of War Open is now kicking off. We are on board with Fatal Strike of Team Kaliber. The crowd is feeling it. The Gears of War community is at its prime. Let's hop on board with Fatal Strike to see what he can do for his team.
Look, he's going straight for that boom shot. You called it. Throwing out the smoke to ensure that can't get through. Noxious does get the down on Disaster. Can they answer with anything? Boom goes down. There are some COG members to help pick him up. You can see they do get away, but look at the downs coming through. 2 kills already for J-Ribs. Look at Kaliber. They're coming off strong. Pistol's able to pick up 1, but he goes down in the process. We're still on board with Fatal. Can he come through? Mark's coming through. They're getting low. They're getting ready. He's getting his pistol out. Trying to go for the down. He's so low. Can they get the Carmine? He's down in the boom pit. Crushmo picks that one up, and look at that. Just like that, Team Kaliber come out strong, take the first round.
And there is the hype from Fatal Strike that you would expect. The hype man himself, the most high-energy player in this game and in this community. And he did a great job playing a support role right there. You see 62 points of damage, 1 down to Fatal Strike's name, but it was really Crushmo who you could expect to go off. Let's hop on board with Crushmo. Hands down the best shotgun, the most flashy player on this team.
Look, we saw that after the downs came through fast and strong. Who was there to clean it up? It was your boy Crushmo. So let's see. He's got that smoke out. He's making his way through the nades. It's always such a tricky position to play because there's different angles of fire you can really get caught down through, but Vanquish have gone for that sniper very early on. Let's see if Kaliber can capitalize on this boom.
And exactly, they're playing textbook right now. When the other team runs a sniper strategy, you want to push through boom shot immediately, grab boom shot and try and pick off a kill. Vanquish did a good job rotating and staying alive, but Crushmo's going to be very aggressive here. He's going to push into opposite side Hammerburst Tower, and now he has a 1v1 opportunity. Crushmo on the main stage is going to absolutely embarrass Pin Beezy in the 1v1.
They do lose 1 in the process though, but Noxious is down, gets it down. Can they capitalize on it? There's the headshot, well played, and he's down in the tower. Team Kaliber coming out of the gate strong, looking to make a name for themselves here, Fallout.
And let's talk a little bit about Crushmo. He is from Montreal, the only Canadian pro player, bar Strangulate from Vancouver, and he is doing his thing right now. The French-Canadian, so high-skilled, so intense, and we're going to stay on board with Crushmo here and see what he's going to do. He's playing Boom Shot with Fatal Strike.
Yeah, look, he did a great job of securing that 1v1. That could have been what Vanquish needed to set up and regain control of the map, but so far, Kaliber, they haven't been slowing down at all. They're playing at such a high intensity, they really want to make it work.
On board with J Disaster right now. He's going to be grabbing Sniper here. He's going to rotate it down. Sniper headshot opportunity. He's going to miss that one. Now it's going to slow down a little bit, and we see a tale of 2 teams that are playing polar opposites. Oh, Jay almost gets the quick shot there, and he's going to get a down with his teammate, but it's all TK right now. And you got to wonder, Rogi, why are they running such a sniper-focused strategy when it's clearly not working for them?
Vanquish, they seem to be crumbling right now. They really need to pull it together. Kaliber didn't even drop a member that round, so you can see, look how excited these guys are. They're brimming with confidence right now. I want to see something out of the Vanquish squad to try and rekindle that fire. You can see looks of kind of grim over on that side of the stage, so they're still in it. You're never out until you're out. That's Gears.
Well said. Let's hop on board with Cubano. If anyone's going to make a difference for this squad,
that's right.
It's going to be Cubano changing the strategy. I want to see a boom-focused strategy for Vanquish, but it looks like they're going to be going for Sniper again, so they're really putting a lot of trust and faith in Disaster with the Sniper in his hands. Cubano playing a support role, and once again, it's going to be TK at Boom Shot. They grab grenades. Are they going to grab Boom as well here?
We should be able to get it. Sniper is picked up on the side of Vanquish. Boom still on the field. Going for it, gets a nice poor man's weapon slide, but that's land. You got to take what resources you can get. But once again, Kaliber, they've got the nades, they've got the boom. Going for the long shot, can't connect. Maybe a little bit of damage here and there, but it is Fatal Strikes. Has 1 boom, wasn't able to hit the active, so it's going to be less impactful.
The poor man's weapon slide. Yeah. I love that. I love it, ladies and gentlemen. Rogi put on a clinic with the phrases and the sayings. Fatal Strike going to support his teammate. He can get a quick revive here, or we can just let Crushmo tap up. Looks like he's going to let him tap up and support him with the boom shot. And I want to point out that first boom shot by Fatal Strike, he's typically a very good boom shot player, but I don't agree with these 2 boom shots that he shot. He went for really Hail Mary booms, and now it's all Vanquish here in this one.
Vanquish finally gaining some momentum. Get the headshot on Crushmo as he taps himself out, and Fatal Strike can't put enough pressure on that boom. He's in the 1v4 situation, but Let's see if he can clutch it out. It's going to be very difficult. That's complete map control on Gridlock, something that's so hard to come back from Vanquish. They've got unlimited time, essentially unlimited time. They can get another boom, they can get some more nades, and they can kind of just corral him around the map.
Yeah, I see Pistol working the flank right now. Fatal Strike can take out one. The wall bounce here. Can he get the two-piece? No, he actually has an opportunity here, but he's going to get taken out. A good back roll and a first-round win for Vanquish. Can they bring it back? I had a chance to talk to Bobby Rice yesterday, and he was talking about how in Gears Ultimate Edition, every map is 4-3, it seems like.
Yeah.
So many teams will come back down 3-0. There's so much momentum that it really relies on. It's not necessarily a dominating performance that you see in UE like you used to see back in Gears 2 and Gears 3. So definitely a possibility here for Team Vanquish.
Well, Kaliber, they're not going to get the shutout in the first map. Vanquish finally showing some signs of life. They ain't going down without a fight. We should jump on. We got on with Jay Disaster. He was able to pick that headshot on Crushmo as he revived in the last round. Gets that sniper free of charge. Nades do get picked up from Kaliber. So once again, focusing on the explosives. Tries to go for the headshot. Unfortunately misses. But boom, now in the hands of what I presume to be Fatal.
And there's
what
the
a
boom
shot! Gets a double down.
Well said, well casted, Rogi. There's the boom, the Hail Mary boom from Fatal Strike. He's going to pick up a double down. 2 versus 4 situation here. Fatal Strike misses that one. And let's hop on board with Pistol. Sorry, Cubano now as he's trying to make something happen for his team.
Well, he's just holding the plants, gets taken to full red. Noxious takes that one out quite handily. Now Vanquish backs up against the wall 1v4. Fatal wasn't able to pull it off. Last round gets their headshot, and Kaliber take Gridlock.
A 4-1 decisive map win for TK. They did drop the 1, but led by Noxious Hero. 7 kills, 4 downs. Noxious, of course, formerly of the legacy team of Synergy back in the Gears of War 3 days. He won 3 straight events with that team. He decided to play with TK about 3 months ago. I think it's safe to say that was a great decision.
Yeah, and that's an impressive scoreline to pick up, especially when he was getting basically none of the power weapons. It's all in the hands of Fatal. Did get a lot of points to his name, but you got to give props where props are due. And of course, Crushmo and J-Ribs doing a great job of supporting those explosives.
Yeah, very well said. Noxious is a player that Fatal Strike I know absolutely loves to play with. He was hands down his #1 choice, and I think Fatal's pretty happy right now that he had a chance to play with Noxious. Such a very good, well-rounded and team player.
Look, that was a very exhilarating, action-packed, adrenaline-filled Gridlock. We are going into Fuel Depot. On the next map should be a little bit slower as teams either go for that snipe control around the helipad or go in for that boom, and it's kind of an all-out fight from there. We'll have to see what these teams prefer.
Yeah, you know, I'm not going to lie, Rogi. When I saw Gridlock and Fuel Depot as the first 2 maps, not that I wasn't excited, not that I wasn't hyped. Of course, anytime you're casting Gears of War, how can you not be? But those 2 maps are probably the 2 maps with canals that have a chance to slow down the most. We didn't see Gridlock really slow down at all, which I was really surprised to see. TK kept their foot on the gas pedal the entire time, and that really showed in their gameplay. Look,
they were firing on all cylinders. No lie can be told about that one. They didn't give Vanquish any breathing room throughout the entire game. Sure, dropping 1 round, but they seemed like a freight train coming out of the station strong.
They did. Yeah, they definitely did. Meanwhile, Vanquish you didn't see a change in strategy too much. I want to see some more leadership. I want to see maybe a little bit more diversity in strategy. They really ran that same snipe strategy over and over and over again. Rogi, you know the definition of insanity, right?
That's it. It's doing the same thing, expecting different results, but hopefully we can see some adaptability coming into this next map, because if they're just going to keep running their head against the brick wall, it's not going to end well.
Exactly. Very well said. Fuel Depot, of course, is a map where you can mix it up a lot in strategy. You know, if you have a player on your team that is phenomenal with a sniper, you can sit back, let them make some plays. If you have a good boom shot oriented team, you can play heavy for that boom shot. So I've seen TK run some very interesting strats on Fuel Depot in the past on their bad side, which is COG side, because they get to the boom shot a little bit slower. They like to play a little bit aggressive. Expect some of that from TK in this one.
Yeah, that's one of the most interesting concepts about the Fuel Depot, is how do people like to play that slow COG side. It's kind of, do they go for the fight? Do they take the 50-50 around that boom shot, hope their Nashes are just a little bit stronger, or do they go for that map control, maybe go for some Hail Mary nades? We've basically seen it all, but it's what do these guys feel that sticks for them?
Yeah, that's very true. And it really defines how a team plays as well. You know, you see the way Team Envious plays on the COG side, on the bad side. They're not the ones that feel desperate. They feel like they need to run a trick strat to catch you off guard. They feel like their base, their bread and butter is strong. Meanwhile, a team like Enemy is very, very diverse in strategy, very fast-paced. So you see them play it a little more aggressive. It is defining and tells the tale of how team dynamic really is, depending what bad side strat they won. So I want to run that. So I want to hop on board. I think we said TK is going to be COG in this one, right?
Yep, definitely. So it's one of those maps, exactly right, where it kind of tests your team chemistry. How well can you rotate? How well can you communicate exactly how the push is going to play out? Because there's so many different avenues of approach when going on Fuel Depot. Heaps of different little nooks and crannies you can hide in around that hammer burst, around the frag grenades. There's so many little cheeky spots you can get in. They still kept those massive pile of boxes just for fun. So we are jumping into Fuel Depot now. Vanquish taking on Team Kaliber. Team Kaliber leading the series up 1-0.
On board with Crushmo, the French-Canadian from Montreal, once again, so high skilled. Smoke out here. We see some interesting tactical smokes from TK to start this one off here. Crushmo's going to look to see what he sees mid-map. Doesn't see much. Looks like this round is going to slow down a bit. But Crushmo right now is out for blood, absolutely chasing down a kill. He sees a grenade from his teammate. Is that grenade going to connect for a stun? Yes, it does. But Crushmo puts himself in a very bad spot here, needs the support of his team. He's unfortunately not going to get it. Noxious is down as well. And now we're on board with Noxious, actually. I apologize to try and help out in this situation.
Look, Vanquish answers strong, but he is not just trying to answer with one. Gets the first kill now to 2v2. They are going to get the revive on the side of Vanquish. Can the pistols connect? Both members of Vanquish still standing, but so are Team Kaliber. I don't think Boom has been picked up by any members here, so Team Kaliber in a good position to rotate back and get that one, but they're trying to win it with the default weapons alone.
Let's hop on board with Pinbeezy here, and I love the way this round is played out. Down to a 2v2 thanks to a 1v1 huge clutch from Noxious, and now you're going to see this round slow down. Let's see who plays the better mid-round 2v2 style of these two teams. It's really about having good chemistry, having played 2v2 and maybe in ranked and GB matches, and let's see who has the most chemistry between these two.
It's one of those things when playing on lane, you got to respect how hard it is to weapon slide any of these power weapons, so going for Boom could be a very risky avenue of play, and the Kaliber guys seem to understand that. They don't want to give up their positioning right now, as there's not a lot that Vanquish can work with besides their default spawn weapons. They maybe can veer off to the left or right, get themselves some frag grenades, but that opens up vulnerability for one of their members. They've got to go as kind of a pack right now.
And this is where Rogi having a coach is so helpful.
Oh yeah.
In these slow play, maybe slow break situations, having a coach that can tell you exactly when the Boom's going to spawn is so crucial, and that's why exactly why you saw Team Kaliber rotate to Boom, because they knew that Boom's going to be up in the next few seconds here.
Well, let's see if Vanquish can punish them for it. Goes for the Boom, actually picks up the ammo. J-Ribs is down.
Slide.
How can Vanquish answer this? Getting the down, should be able to get the double one. Just keep down on him. They've got the ammo, but look,
oh no,
he gets away. Both the members are alive. They've got the Boom shot. Vanquish caught sleeping.
And that is a little bit lack of chemistry and teamwork right there for Vanquish. When you have a double down like that, you need to decide as a team, are you shooting the guy that's reviving or getting revived? They both shot opposite players right there, which is why TK, after making a mistake, was able to survive and get out. Boom shot now in the hands of Ribs.
Throwing the nades, that's a good one. Can he shell shock anyone? No, they are going to get through. Boom shot coming down. Don't shoot your teammate there, J-Ribs. Actually loses the 1v1. Does have a Boom still in tow. Should be able to go for this one, just making sure the shot counts. Has he acted? Goes for it and gets the first round. J-Ribs clutches it up for the team.
And I am going to stay on board with Ribs right now. You can tell just that last little segment, he is feeling himself with some great movement, very well placed Boom shots. He looked like a robot out there the way he's playing, and that shows 3 kills and 2 downs, 2 Ribs, and TK successfully wins the 2 versus 3 clutch, the first one of this tournament.
Look, when you have the Boom shot in hand, you can play so many mind games. You can basically make them dance to the tune of your song, and you saw J-Ribs, he saved it for the perfect moment, waiting for the Vanquish player to get round on that crate. Takes him out. We'll see how Team Kaliber answer now that they are on the far side. Very big flank here from J Disaster. Can he get the shot? Missing the first one. Gets answered with, and J-Ribs just turns on him like it's nothing. Pistol does pick up the kill in return, though.
On board now with Pistol, who did have that Boom shot. Some good cover from Pistol. Cubano is going to down one, but Pinbeezy, his teammate, gets down right after. 3-on-3 situation. Boom shot right now in the hands of Pistol. And he's going to back out. He doesn't like what he sees right there. He realizes, hey, we have 1 Boom shot to our name. We should have this round 1. There's no reason to make a mistake here.
Loving the patience coming out of Pistol right now, but unfortunately takes himself out. Fatal Strikes, being the martyr, goes in there, gets taken down. Now Vanquish in a terrible position, a 2 versus 1. It's all on the back of Cubano. Can he hold this? Can he tie up the score for his team so far?
And he's in the 2v1, of course, against Crushmo. And I believe it is Noxious. 2 very, very high-skilled players. It'd be tough to get stuff out of this one. He's full red right now. You guarantee they're calling it.
Look, he's just getting pelted down by shots right now. Full red, 1 more should do it. He's getting a little bit of respite to heal up, but here comes the Nash. Can they go for it? He's so low when he gets taken out. Crushmo secures around for Kaliber.
And that was a perfect opportunity, actually. Cubano, they gave him a 1 versus 1 for a slight second. I wish I would have seen him play a little bit more aggressive for that one. But TK, again, in a round where I feel like they lost the initial push, was able to bring it back together and win the round. Pistol had 2 Boom shots to his name, and unfortunately the team kill. Fatal Strike forcing a suicide. Very well played by Fatal in that one.
Yeah, great heads-up decision to go, hey, look, this can go 1 or 2 ways. You kill me, or I take you out with me. So, very good heads-up play, but you can see Crushmo, very aggressive positioning here, trying to get those smokes up, blind up the enemy. Be a little bit oppressive. Making his way through. Boom still on the map. Let's see if Kaliber can secure it.
Yeah, a couple grenades are going to go off here. You can just feel the tension in this one. Boom shot not yet grabbed. Finally, it's going to be picked up. Let's hop on board with Ribs, who's going to secure the revive. And now actually one is going to go down here for Pistol. Pistol gets taken out now. And a great pickup kill by Noxious.
He picks up that one. Vanquish go down 1 member early. Still 1 Boom shot in the back pocket of Crushmo. Let's see if he can answer with this one. J-Ribs making his way up, just funneling the members of Vanquish into a bad position. Where is that boom? Kaliber need it, and they need it now.
And Ribs was full red in that situation, was able to stay alive and get his teammates help. And look at the teamwork of TK. They're playing so well right now. They're a well-oiled machine. If they keep this up, you can really expect them to be a contender in this one.
Look, I want to say cool, calm, and collected, but I feel like they're anything but. They're animated, they're loud, and they're here to win.
That is so true. 1 round away. Ladies and gentlemen, this is match point, and it has been all TK. But Rogi, what did you expect in this one? TK, one of the most well-prepared teams. This is exactly what you could have thought was going to happen going into this matchup.
Well, you say well-prepared. They're showing that right now. They're showing that they have a strategy for every single scenario. They're playing it slow. They're playing it calculated. They're never putting themselves into disadvantageous positions without either an escape plan or a go button.
And here we go, very aggressive bad side strategy here. They're going to actually push front door, it looks like. Good teamwork. Look at the team fire from TK, so the cat is out of the bag in this one as they're going to pick up the first kill. Noxious with a double kill to his name. Very well played by TK to wrap this round up.
Look, that's the strategy of a broken team right now. Vanquish try to force the boom fight, unfortunately get taken down in the process, and Kaliber take up the first series 2-0.
Congratulations to TK. They move on to round number 2 in a dominating fashion. They pull out the trick strat in that last round, and it was a very well-called strategy. I like to do, when it's last round, you want to secure yourself the map win just to make sure it happens. You call a trick shot, you catch the other team off guard. Very well done. That's textbook from TK, and they will move on to round number 2 with Vanquish being sent to the losers bracket.
Look, an absolutely immaculate performance, only dropping 1 round, and that was on the gridlock. They banged it out on the fuel depot. Would have loved to see them on Clock Tower, but it's not going to be just yet. But this does give a lot of the spectators kind of an inside look into how Kaliber are playing. They're playing fast, and they're playing calculated.
Yep, without a doubt. And I want to bring up the storyline again. Rogi, now that the match is over, you've seen TK in their element, in their prime. Do you think this TK squad can contend for a top 2 spot in this tournament over Enemy and Team Envious?
Well, I feel like one of the biggest strengths they have right now is they don't give their opponents a second to breathe. They're going in fast, and they're not letting up for a second. They're getting the power weapons, and instantly they're rotating back to kind of those chokeholds, finding where the members are grouping up and just putting the chokehold in, giving them no time to breathe, no time to recuperate. And you saw it on Vanquish. They were kind of lost.
Yeah, well, and that's spot on, and that's something, honestly, it's a big surprise to me.
Yeah.
This TK squad is based on the makeup, the composition of this team. I would expect them to play a little bit slower, a little bit more calculated, but the fact that they had their foot on the gas pedal the entire match really says a lot. If they can continue to play that way, that style of play, I think they can catch any team off guard this tournament.
Well, that's it. It's going to be interesting to see how teams are coming up against them react. We know there are a lot of good control teams coming into this tournament. Those guys that like that support Lancer, that have that kind of just one superstar Nasher player, and the rest is making him shine. So I want to see if those maybe styles can kind of put out the flame that we're feeling right now. Like, we're up here, and I can feel the flame coming off to my left. It's quite hot. This Kaliber squad, they're going off.
They are going off indeed. I'm going to kick it down to the main stage with Ben to give an interview with Fatal Strike, the captain of this team.
Thanks so much, guys. As you said, I'm down here with Fatal Strike. I asked you at the beginning, how much does this event mean to you? You told me it means everything to you. What a way to start. Only dropping 1 round, that must feel pretty good, right?
Yeah, it was a good start. It was a little sloppy that 1 round, but we fixed it up real quick the next rounds. We're good at staying composed, so if we're down, even if it's 3-0 in rounds, we'll never give up.
Obviously, you mentioned as well that you feel like you maybe should have had that 2v1. Yeah. What happened?
I caught the first kid, and then the second one I hit him with 2 L triggers, but I missed one, and then I hit another one. So if I hit that one, I might have been able to pull it out, but you never know. They still had a sniper on deck, and then Boom was going to respawn like 20 seconds, so I don't know if I would have been able to make it over there in time.
I expect more from you, I'm going to be honest. You should be close. I'm kidding. But in terms of the rest of the tournament now, you must feel pretty confident. Obviously, I saw you looking at the bracket, figuring out, who you beat, who you're going to play against, and the rest. I mean, how confident really are you guys?
We're extremely confident. We know that people are saying we have the toughest road, but I really don't care about that. I just care about playing whoever I got to play, and then that's it. We'll play, we'll do our best. We'll represent TK, do it for the fans, do it for us, and then that's it. So whoever's next, bring it on.
TK all day in game 1, that's for sure. Massive congratulations to you and good luck in the rest of the tournament. That's enough from myself, though. Now, over to Rich on the analyst desk.